This is the Heed Seaknight. The Heed Seaknight often has been described as comparable to the Alpha Beast. I suppose that is a relatively fair assessment. Now, one of the things about the Heed Seaknight that stood out to me is their sort of weird modular weight system. These screws, I don't like them. They're not very good and they're not very convenient, and they need a proprietary bit. But these weights are adjustable, so you can actually loosen it up like so. Bear with me as I get the groove. Hello. Oh my god, this isn't as hard as I'm making it. I'm just... Performance anxiety? Okay, come on. This is the right bit, right? Yes, okay. I just had to really make sure that I was like, for a second. Anyways, it shouldn't be this hard to slot the screw in. Weird proprietary bits. I don't know. This might be something that other things use, but mostly it just seems like a fashion statement. Anyways, so you finally screw it. You can slide it up and down into here. So I've moved this weight up and the matching one on the other side. So there's 4 on each handle. I did try to see if you can just remove them, and the answer is, I mean, not really. It's certainly not a pretty thing, and I think re-putting on the screws, re-putting on these weights would suck a lot. So, yeah, I'm just getting it back into the configuration that it was before, which was basically all of them at the end. But more than anything, this is just, it's not, you're not changing the weight, you're just changing the weight hotspots. How far up and down the handle are the, how far up and down the handle is the weight hotspot, the distribution of it. This is mostly a novelty, to be perfectly honest. It is not actually really noticeable, and more than anything, it's just kind of annoying with the screw head being stupid. So here I am, adjusting the weights back more or less, and if you lose this bit, well, tough fucking luck, gamer. You are going to need to find a new one. And I actually don't even know what this bit head is called. I'm sure someone could find it. Actually, if you know, just let me know in the comments. It looks like it's this dumb little spirally bit. So yeah, this is the Heed Seaknight. Now, it is a bit hefty. It's... How much is this? Let's give this away real quick. 4.73 ounces. Yeep. So I think sometimes an Alpha Beast can be heavier. Some Alpha Beasts are over 5 ounces. I actually do find that this is more comfortable to hold. I really, really don't like the Alpha Beast kind of grooves, the jimping lines. It has this sort of interesting, but it's this H. On closer inspection, it looks kind of ugly from far away. It's like, oh, that's cool. And you're like, it's actually not that interesting. It's a 10-pins knife. It is honestly pretty well balanced. And yes, again, you can adjust the weight distribution on the handles, but frankly speaking, I don't know if it's actually significant or effective in any means. It's got a sort of I don't know. Scimitar is a bit of a stretch on this. Is this a clip point? I don't know. I think the blade shape is decent. It's cool looking. But the thing about this Heed Seaknight is that nobody has them and nobody wants them. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having this in my collection, but frankly speaking, for what it probably costed originally, because it is a titanium knife, this was almost definitely at least 400, I would say, on the market. Ugh. But it's not special. It's cool, it's interesting, it's decent, and it's capable, but unfortunately, it's not exceptional. The most exceptional thing about it is the weight system, and the weight system, it's just not that good or interesting. So, I don't know. The Heed Seaknight is, by all intents and purposes, a fine knife, but unfortunately, if you own one and you're trying to sell it, well, good luck. You're not going to make a profit. You're not going to even get anything reasonable. You would be lucky if you can get even $250 for this, just because there's no demand for it. But it is a perfectly capable one, and if you are on the lookout for one and you are able to snag one up for a good price, then it could be fun. It's an interesting looking enough. It's fine. It's perfectly capable. There's no jimping on this, which is understandable because, I mean, it's 4.7 ounces, so it's probably more of an old school design. I don't even know if Heed has made any other Balisongs. I really just mostly like the name, the Seaknight. It just sounds really cool. But frankly speaking, it's fine. I will say, for 4.7 ounces, this thing is surprisingly agile. It feels good. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels very swift. But if you don't like the Alpha Beast, you might like this. I don't love the Alpha Beast. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like this more than the Alpha Beast, which isn't saying that much. But I will say that, like, this is probably not anyone's favorite Balisong, and that kind of is hard to say. I feel like there are a lot of Balisongs that, they're a little weird, they're a little interesting, they've got some things going on. I'm sure a lot of Balisongs are someone's favorite, but I'm not sure that this is anyone's favorite. Maybe. If it is your favorite, I would love to know. And if so, why? I think this is a fine Balisong, but this is one of many Balisongs in a sea of companies that could not hack it with their designs. It is a difficult market, to say the least, in that it's a small pool of boutique shoppers, who are looking for such boutique designs. And if you're really good and special, you might get some sales. If you're making high-end $1,000 Balisongs, there's going to be a market for that. If you're making handmade, custom, beautiful things, if you're making more common and the things in the middle road, this one's middle of the road in terms. It is a titanium Balisong, but it's not exceptional. It's not something that I think, I think this was maybe $400 to $500, and I don't know. I like it more than the Chab, but hey, the Chab is made by BRS, and BRS has, well, a bit of a legacy, I suppose, though they're not really living up to it currently. So, I don't know. The Heed Seaknight is neat, but as much as I would enjoy flipping this from time to time, I certainly have no intentions of acquiring one for a price that I'm not interested in spending. It's just hard to justify it. It's titanium, so it's not going to be cheap. An aluminum Balisong, sometimes you can be like, yeah, maybe there's like a V3 Vortex, I think that's a great Balisong. I made a point where I don't know if it necessarily cuts above the rest. I don't know if it can stand higher than other aluminum Balisongs, but I think you can get a good price on a V3 Vortex by NRB on the secondhand market. That thing's really fun. I think it's really good, and it being aluminum means that you can probably get a pretty relatively inexpensive price. But this thing is the lowest I've seen, $220. I tried to counter to $180. And then the person selling it got so fucking pissed off, he blocked me. I was like, I don't know. I'm interested, but not that interested. And then he's like, you couldn't even do 200? I was like, oh, well, I was hoping you would counter offer to 200. Point is, this is fine. This is the Heed Seaknight. It is a Balisong. It is not that notable. But it is not the worst one. It is not the most boring one I flipped. There are definitely some Balisongs that I've just not have any interest in. This one it's just sad because it's cool, but I think it is one of, it's like a show that, there's always shows that you're like, oh, it had a season, you're like, oh, that was fun, that was enjoyable, but they don't get renewed by the network, and then it's gone, and it's gone forever, and you're just like, dang. And some shows are really good, and they don't get to survive. And some shows are fine, and they're fun, and they're enjoyable. Nothing bad, nothing super duper, like, you gotta check this out. And I feel like that's the Heed Seaknight. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. I feel like I've made my point. I've been going in circles. Huge thanks to Buffalo Dingus, my man. Thank you for lending me your Balisongs for so fucking long. I'm so sorry it took me forever. Again, I've just been so busy, so eventually when these videos get uploaded, you'll be like, wow, Chell, it's been so fucking long. Where have you been? And the answer is I've been busy teaching, so I don't know why hello. Anyways, point is, Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, whatever. Donate to the coffee in the description. A little bit goes a long way. I have been screwed out of some money by some really unfortunate business deals where the seller was just not holding themselves accountable. It just sucks. Nothing on my part. It's just sometimes people are assholes. So if you're interested, if you like my content, throw a couple bucks my way, as it helps me, one, keep doing this, because I'm not getting paid, I'm not sponsored or whatever, and two, help me make up for the funds that I got screwed out of. And I fucking wish I could review the fucking Astra. The Astra looks so fucking cool. If you have an Astra and you want me to review it, let me know. But I was supposed to own one, but it's been over 100 days since I paid for it. Anyways, take care.